So what you see here is the B2301 and the Lasco 3723 premium box fan, which is basically the same thing as the 3720 Weather Shield and all the other ones that they have out there. They just try to rename it different ones. But anyways, that's besides the point. And what I'm going to do is a blade swap. So the 3723 blade is going to go in the B2301 black box fan. I think that looks really cool. I remember Tori had one of those B2301s that he found in the trash. And because the black blade was broke, he had to put the Alaska blade on there. And it looked really cool because the black blade that originally went to it was broke and had snapped off. So I thought, why not try to do that and see what happens? So I don't know if this is going to be a permanent blade swap or if I'm just doing it for the video. Right now it's just for the video, but I guess I'll make that decision probably off camera. And if I do, I'll show it again. But anyways, so here we go. And enjoy the video. And now for the blade swap. So here we go. And the blade is somewhat dirty, but what else is new? I gotta clean it up. And there you go. So now the white blade is going to go on the black box, and the black is going on the gray one. There we go. That's because it's not sitting up too well. But anyways, you can see it, right? So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm getting ready to put the black one on there. That looks pretty darn cool. So let's see what happens. All right, so there you go. Now you see the white blade on the B2301, and you see the black blade on the 3723. I'm getting ready to put the guards back on, and we're gonna do a test drive of both of the fans. Am I gonna let them stay that way? Not so sure. I think I'm just doing this for the video, but we'll see. Just for testing purposes, I'm only going to put 2 screws in each guard to just kind of hold it together for testing. If I decide to keep it this way on the both of them, depending on how the airflow is, then I'll put all the screws back in there. So here we go.
Future generations that dating used to be hard.
What's baffling me is what you could have possibly put on the list. Hair too golden? Laugh too musical? World too much a better place for whom you're present?
Okie dokie, let's see it run.
How about constantly talks with food in her mouth?
Her heart's full of love. No one cares what's in her mouth.
So, Siri, what's happening? How are you? What are you doing right now?
It's definitely running a little bit slower than it would if it had its original blade. I'm almost certain that that blade might be a little bit too heavy for the motor. So that's probably not a good idea to keep it on there because it seems that it might be a little bit too heavy. Usually when I have the black blade on there, which is the original blade for the motor, it would spin up faster than that. So that might not be a good idea, but for video purposes, it looks really cool.
Siri, do you have a last name? Like, Jet, Madonna, Adele. All the women who rock me. My name is Rajesh, but you can call me Raj. Would you like me to call you Raj? I'd like you to call me sexy.
It is moving quite a bit of wind, that's for sure. But I'm not so sure that keeping that blade on there is good for it because it's not at full speed like it should be at high.
That's our show, everyone. I came to tell you this year's your last. We need to hire a woman. This is my dream. Go for it. Can I take the fired man's seat?
But it does have a hum to it, and it also has a somewhat of a startup sound,
Find something incredible.
which is something that you didn't get out of the
Selection.
Black Blade.
Achievable prices. Home goods. Go find it.
Before visiting Tahoe South, the Smiths weren't exactly known as a do-it-yourself kind of family. Although they built a sandcastle of sorts, so take that, haters.
Okay, so this is just for video testing only, for video purposes. It's probably not a good idea to keep that blade on there because, as I said before, it's a little bit too heavy for the motor, which is one of the reasons why it's not getting up to speed. All right, so let's move on to this one, and let's see how it does.
Man, that's a cool looking hot tub. Take on, baby.
He's so sweet.
Maybe too sweet. Here it's now.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. Get reliable AT&T fiber and get speeds up to 300 megabits per second and DirecTV. Bundle for $75 a month for 12 months. Limited availability may not be in your area. More than your thing. That's all there. Call 1-800-CALL AT&T.
Don't worry. Turn me out. Call 619-450-1112 or visit cc-sd.edu. At California College San Diego, we do it for you.
Before visiting Tahoe South, Dirk had never gotten lost in the music. There it is. Come back.
You know when you're at Ross and you find at a price that has you like, oh, that's yes for less. Say yes to the latest spring trend at 20 to 60% off department store prices every day. At Ross, yes for less.
I think I'm as ready as I can be. I'm ready, but clearly I'm a little nervous. There are so many expectations. On the sticker, city mileage this, highway that. It's a lot to live up to, but I heard no gas is better mileage than Chevron with Techron. Yeah, no better mileage. It's proven, so that's a confidence builder.
It's proven no gas gets better mileage than Chevron with Techron. Care for your car.
So much for my new car smell, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, so let's see what we have with this one.
I can't wait to get that shave ice. Shave ice. It's like
Wow. Woo. Super powerful with that one. It gets right up to speed.
Go Rewards credit card.
Spin down time is decent. I like that. The only problem is with the other one, I'm afraid that because the blade is spinning at a slower RPMs, that could hurt the motor. So I think I'm going to pull out my what is it? BX100 Aerospeed that has the 37. No, actually, is it the one that has the 37? One of them has the 3733 blade, and I'll try putting that in the black one to see if that makes any difference on the motor. I definitely like that black one on this. That looks dope. So let's see if I can put the legs on it. Hopefully it can stay up a little bit. Hands want to fall back.
Thank you, King Ariana Report, for your generous donation of Vegan San Diego and helping solve hunger.
You know when you're at Ross and you find that perfect spring dress at that oh yeah price? Yes. That's yes for less. Score the latest spring dresses at 20 to 60% off department store prices every day at Ross. Yes for less.
Okay. Let's try it again and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it's going to want to fall back. But I guess we'll try it again and see what happens.
Our best active brands. Save on young men's Under Armour tees.
It is a lot louder. Not much of a difference in the speed. But the airflow is decent, it's just loud. I guess because those blades are so light. Even on low, this thing is super loud. It's pretty decent. It does spin at higher RPMs because apparently the blade is lighter, and that's why that blade works so good in the other box fan. I switched out the blades, and apparently it's not so well in the other box fan. So actually, that blade that's in the other box fan is specifically designed for the 3723, which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to let that blade stay in there. But the 3720 and 3723 blade sets are basically the same. Those blades are heavier for those fans. Alright, and the spin down time, which is decent. I might have to switch these blades back. I do apologize for the inconvenience. But this was just something that I've always wanted to try just to see how it would perform and what it would look like. It's pretty cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and change the blades back. And there you go. And I'll do that off camera. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to do that off camera. And then I'm going to go ahead and film some of the other fans I've been filming all along. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, love, like. I know this video was kind of long, but I still hope that you enjoyed it. God bless you and have a blessed evening.